Temptation, how could it be so wrong? Cause it feels so right. The pain stings from the serpent's bite. In spite, temptation, how could it be so wrong? Cause it feels so right. The pain stings from the serpent's bite. Our first story takes place on a high-speed chase, rolling down I-5 without a damn place to hide. Little Bobby's heart's beating with his face in dismay. The cops falling on his ass just to call him to wait. Sirens howling, lights flashing, little Bobby still dashing, mashing a cool nut, feeling like a poo butt. It all started back in the hood. He saw the goods of the ballers, players, pushers, and pimps with dips. Tips were given on how he could be living like the rest, driving 500 E's, but get the bike. Damn, it was sounding so good, how could he pass it? Niggas living massive while this shit is looking drastic. Temptation, steadily basing the situation. Next thing you know, Bobby's running the show from head to toe, dressed in the tightest fatigue, always a 9 in his pocket with the 8 up his sleeve. Because of the weed, he thought it was no need to take heed to life's lessons. That's when he started messing with crank. Robbing banks was the next thing Bobby started to think. Went into First National, lady, will you pass me your cash box key? After that, you better flee, cause stakes are high with professional robberies, clobbering knees. As he finished off his grand finale, he was greeted by the cops hiding off up in the alley. Through all his doves commenced to burn rub in that high-speed chase, with tears running down his face. Took the gun off his waist and replaced the clip. Twist the cap off the jack, then he started to sip. Threw Scarface on and put his hard face on at 100 miles per hour towards the construction zone. He plunged 50 feet down to his death insane, just for money and fame. He had the end of the lane named Temptation, how could it be so wrong? Cause it feels so right. The pain stings from the serpent's bite. In spite, temptation, how could it be so wrong? Cause it feels so right. The pain stings from the serpent's bite. In spite, temptation, how could it be so wrong? Cause it feels so right. The pain stings from the serpent's bite. In spite, temptation, how could it be so wrong? Cause it feels so right. The pain stings from the serpent's bite. Now my next tale will dwell on a female teen who had a lot of goals but fucked all of her dreams. Young Susie, a nice girl, never late to class until she found out that she had tits and a gang of ass. So the boys would ask, hey yo Susie, can I hit it? Hit these niggas please, I'm off the geography. I wish y'all stopped bothering me. And plus, all y'all know my man, the biggest motherfucker in school, his name is Dan. Now Dan was no punk and ass he could kick, but she didn't know that his nickname was Dirty Dick. Tricked by the game of an old school pimp, he walked down the halls with an old school limp. But the girls obviously loved it, so he shoved it. Rubbed it in the face of Susie, but she's still not choosy. All she wants is Dan for her man. Light bulbs in her head, cause she thinks she has a plan. Ripped her pants off right in front of his face. Dirty Dick recognized the trick and off gave chase. After a while it smelled like sex all over the place. By the time she realized it was to her surprise, Dirty Dick didn't give a fuck about nothing but her thighs. Now 5 years later down the road, as it's told, the girl's only 21, but she looks hella old. She molded into a freak, yeah. Susie is a floozy with bruises on her cheek without the choice of being choosy. Man, it movie that the hoochie has BD. The coochie's in 3D from the flaring, and she's wearing hella makeup, caked up to hide the past, and trying to blast out temptation. How could it be so wrong? Cause it feels so right. The pain stings from the serpent's bite. In spite, temptation, how could it be so wrong? Cause it feels so right. The pain stings from the serpent's bite. In spite, temptation, how could it be so wrong? Cause it feels so right. The pain stings from the serpent's bite. In spite, temptation, how could it be so wrong? Cause it feels so right. The pain stings from the serpent's bite.